Hi guys, welcome to this week's episode. So I'm chilling at home, it's Easter, got lots to talk about, stay tuned. So guys, I'm sitting at home, it's been Easter, I've been watching loads of gigs and going out with some friends of mine, and it's been really fun because I'm getting to see loads of artists that I really love. So this week I wanted to just bring up a few things. Obviously I'm on my artist journey, and that's not saying that other things are not happening, they are, but I'm very much aware of like moving in the direction of the creative. So I've got loads of studio sessions booked this week, and I'm very excited to be working with different people. I've got a different session with producers each day, which is kind of exciting. So I'm like thinking about what kind of artist I would like to be, and I'm looking at all the different kinds of artists that are out there and what points I really enjoy about their creativity or their performance, and what things I would want to be different for me. Now, you're probably going to think, oh, what I'm going to say is a bit controversial, but I'd much rather get it out there and get you thinking about it as well. In that, I find that there's two kinds of artists in terms of the major extremes. So you've got people who are very entertaining and they're very technical in the way that they approach performing, and then there's people who are like social commentators who are very message driven, like their music has to project a message or a feeling that they really want to convey to the audience. So I think about artists like Beyonce, I think of artists like Bruno Mars, and I think they're great technicians. Now, there's no one that can out-sing, out-dance, out-perform Beyonce. She is incredible. Like, I love what she does. She's worked so hard to be where she is, and I respect her hustle. She's like one of the hardest working women in this industry. And the same with Bruno Mars. I really respect what they do. And when I think about who's out there and what I compare to them, they are the pinnacle of their career. However, as technically gifted and great they are, I also feel like I don't really get much of them as an essence in their performance. Like, if we were to strip back the lights and the choreography and, you know, like the performance levels, and I would say, who is Beyonce and what is she about? I don't necessarily feel like I would get that from her. The same with Bruno Mars. I also feel like he knows the formula for what makes a hit record and how to present that to an audience. And so when I watch them, I'm like totally wowed with all the moves, and you know, they've got hit songs that everybody knows and loves and is so into, and I love that about them. But when I think about who they are as people, it doesn't necessarily come through their music. And then you've got other people like, for example, Adele. You've got people like Sade, who I've been watching. There's not really much of a show. Like, there's no bells and whistles, there's no choreography, there's no kind of like massive production. But when they sing or when they present their music, it always feels like it connects with an audience in a deeper way. Like, the audience really resonates with what they're saying, and the message is more of the focus than the bells and whistles, the lights, and them doing dancing. I went to see Adele at O2 once, and I thought I was going to be bored out of my skull. I thought I was going to watch her and think, oh my god, 10 minutes is enough of this. But when I saw her, I was completely wowed. Not because her show was particularly like massive, but she truly connected with her audience, and I loved that. I enjoyed every single minute of it. And I was also wowed at the fact that she was so real. Like, she was so honest with her audience. She was talking about her feelings, she was talking about her experiences, she was talking about her journey in the music industry, and it was so great that I really respected what she did. And I came away feeling like, you know what, I'm actually a fan of Adele. I respect what she's doing, and I respect the fact that she's so honest with her audience. Is Beyonce better than Adele? No. Is Adele better than Beyonce? No. They're just different kinds of artists, and I appreciate all of the different facets of both of them. Now then, when I draw, you know, comparisons to myself, like, I'm not going to be the person that just stands there and sings, because I really like to be, you know, active on stage. I like to engage, I like to move around. So would I want choreography? Absolutely want choreography. But I wouldn't want that over my audience connecting with my material on a deeper level. I would want my audience to really feel like the music means something for them, and it means more than just, oh wow, I had a great show, she did a great job, and then I go away feeling like, you know, I didn't necessarily connect with Emily, and I didn't know who she was from her music. So for me, I'm really aware that there are different kinds of artists, and there's different kind of feelings that they convey, different goals that they want to project onto the audience. So for me, it was like, okay, now knowing that, how do I approach what I'm doing personally? You might shoot me down. Like, I love Beyonce, but I'm not a fan, because I value connecting with the audience over a show. There's lots of people who literally stand on the stage and they just sing. They don't do anything other than, you know, kind of talk to the audience and sing their songs. That's all they do, but it's so powerful. And I value that more than, you know, giving a big show and bells and whistles. That's not to say that that doesn't have its place, because you need that as well. You need to be entertained. You need to be engaged on that level. And I think that's important. But I also feel that there needs to be a bit of both. So me, I feel like I would want to be somewhere in the middle, where I give them the show and entertain them, but I also give them something to think about. Like, you're not just going to go away and think, oh, that was a great show, but not necessarily know who I am or connect with my music. So that's really important to me. And not only that, lastly, as I wrap up, I really feel like in 2018 or moving forward, like, musicians and artists have massive, major influence over the, you know, the audience that they perform to, especially when you get to the scale of Adele and Beyonce. And I'm no way saying that I'm necessarily going to get there. But I also do realize that music is a medium that is very powerful, and that you can actually achieve so much by putting a good message in a song. So enough about that spiel. Guys, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with our videos. We post every single week. Also, get at us on our social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google+, Snapchat, the works. We always post there too. All that remains for me to say is stay true to yourself, and be aware that some artists are entertainers and some people are social commentators. Let me know what you think. See you next week, guys. Bye.